Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. I'm your host Captain Awesomeness, and today I'm racing out here at Boss Pro Karting with fellow racer Michael Yount. He is otherwise also known as Eric Cartman on Boss Pro Karting as well as High Voltage. So I just had a couple of sessions with him real quick, and I figured, you know what, let him also share what kind of excitement Boss Pro Karting has. So Mike, tell me, how'd you feel about coming out here versus High Voltage? Do you think it's the same, or do you think this is better or that is better? How do you feel, man?
Personally, I feel High Voltage is just a little better, in my opinion. Longer track, you know, karts are a little faster. But here, I mean, you get a lot more laps in, and it's a totally different karting experience, you know. So you got to kind of learn to, you know, bob and weave with the karts you get. So I had a lot of fun out here. I was against it at first, but until I watched a couple videos out here and saw, you know, it's actually some fun out here. So I wanted to come see what it was about.
So see, I got to tell you, the one thing that I enjoy about here, the thing is I'm kind of stuck now. So you're right, High Voltage has that high-speed aspect. But what you may have noticed is that with that, you have a much narrower track. So you can't really pass anybody.
Exactly.
And here, at least, you have a much wider track.
Definitely have room.
Yeah,
Definitely have room to pass people here.
The other part is, of course, they're much longer of a track. It's about a half a mile. Yeah. Here, it's 1/5 of a mile. So obviously, you come through the start-finish line a little bit sooner. Yeah. So I get that point. But I feel, so, you know, I know what you said, you like High Voltage better. I used to be,
a little bit.
Yeah, so see, that's it. That's exactly it.
Just a little bit.
So I like it here only because I'm like, man, this whole new drifting makes me feel like I'm playing Mario Kart, you know?
Oh yeah, so the drifting section really threw me for a loop. I couldn't figure out how to take it. It's like how much fun do you want to have versus how fast you want to be.
Yeah.
The thing I like about here better is that since it's a shorter track layout, you have more opportunities to work on things you're trying to change about your lines and your braking and your acceleration and just being on the power in general. So at High Voltage, you're like, oh, you know, you come through a half-mile track and you might forget what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
But, you know, here there's only a couple turns. They really throw you for a loop, and you have time to do it differently.
Absolutely, and that's the thing, guys. He's on point with that. You know, both tracks have their pluses and minuses, but I'm telling you, the level of excitement is the same. So I say, this is what I've said in the last video, but I'll say it again. You need to come to both places. It's just completely different with both places. You know, I don't know how else to put it, but you got to try both places out. That's I think the best way to illustrate, I think, the difference between the two. Until you go yourself, don't go by our word of mouth. Go for yourself, experience it for yourself, and then you'll see how it is. So
yeah, it's just so much better to be here after thinking I was never going to come here. You know, yeah. I never expected to come here. I heard so many bad things from people at High Voltage, but I'm glad I came.
Yeah, I'm glad too.
You can focus on different skills in different places.
So actually, talking about skills, Mike, tell us a little bit about yourself. Like, how long ago did you start go-karting?
Like 7 weeks ago.
Wow. 7 weeks ago, and you're already pretty fast over at High Voltage, and now you're pretty good here too. So with the new layout, by the way, if you hit let's say mid-25s and below, you're getting there. You're figuring things out. So that's something that Mike has done here. And then at High Voltage, he did a best lap time of 38.1, which is way better than me. So obviously, that tells you that, you know, anybody who has been go-karting, it doesn't matter what their experience level is. It's all about having a little bit of inner talent, and this gentleman does. I've been racing since I was 13.
Passion.
Yeah. So. Passion. Yeah, exactly. So your passion is, man, that's a good inspiration, and I hope all the young folks watching, you know, follow your lead, man, because this is cool.
It's very expensive, but it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is. Sure is.
A lot of fun.
And I got to tell you, just from my own experience, I've raced in other formats as well, car racing. I've been to Nelson Ledges, Mid-Ohio. Those are far more expensive. So for me, now that I'm a bit more budget-minded, I'd rather come here and
get the same, you know, similar experience for
exactly.
And a bargain price.
Exactly. So I can definitely take that. We've already had a couple of sessions. We're gonna do a few more, and we'll see how things go. But again, bottom line approved from both Mike and I. Do come to Boss Pro Karting and race up here. So I'll see you guys in a little bit.
And you know what? I really thought about which video to upload. I think this one is going to be the one I'm going to upload. I will still have you guys look at that interview slash meetup I did with Mr. Cartman. So let's get this going. All right, those ladies started a little late, so let's see how I fare with them. So they put more of this slick stuff on the road as well, so Ooh, this is gonna be exciting. Man, whenever they put this slick stuff down, it really slows the kart. ايوه الاخضر ايه لا لا باليمين اليمين لا لا Okay, I was like, what happened to me?
Hey guys, I gotta tell you, I really had a lot of fun today. Did I hit the lap time that I was aiming for? No. Is it always about lap times? Absolutely not. Today was definitely about fun. I got to race with Mike, and then I got to race with those young ladies all the way from Saudi Arabia, and then I basically enjoyed it all together. So it was good. I really like the fact that this particular section of the track that has that whole slick surface is awesome. It's just that that competitive nature in me made me say, man, I wish they wouldn't put more of that powder down so I can try to get a faster lap time than the 24.427 that I've done. So as a result of the powder itself, by the way, I was not able to really do what I would call a respectable lap time for me. I think the fastest I did today was 24.928, which again, given the situation where the karting place itself is trying to do the best it can to keep that excitement factor in there, in that regard, I will say that it is definitely well worth it. So again, guys, definitely take the time out to come here and race, and if you'd like for me to join you, I'd be more than happy to. Just let me know. I can be found on Instagram and on Facebook, and the links to them are in the description below. This is it for today for me. Until the next time, Captain Awesomeness out. Hooah!